Hey guys, it's Saga from TechWorks. The last video I uploaded was the unboxing and overview of the Moto G5 S Plus. Most of the comments on that video were questions about its camera performance and comparison with the Moto G5 Plus. So in this video, we are going to take a detailed look at these dual cameras, and I am also going to compare some of the shots from the Moto G5 Plus to check whether we are really getting improved camera performance with the new phone. Usually I travel a lot with the new phone and take some time to make its camera review. But since a lot of you guys are really looking forward to it, I went out and took as many pictures as possible in various lighting conditions to bring this review for you guys. But before we get started, make sure to hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out on any of the amazing videos coming up on this channel. Both the cameras at the back have 13 megapixel sensors with f2.2 aperture and face detect autofocus. One of these cameras captures normal colored images, while the other one captures monochrome or black and white images. You can shoot 4K videos at 30 frames per second and 120 frames per second slow motion videos at 720p resolution. Sadly, again there is no optical image stabilization. The regular Moto G5 Plus had a 12 megapixel sensor with f1.7 aperture and could also shoot 4K videos at 30 frames per second and 120 frames per second slow motion videos at 720p resolution. The front facing camera on the G5 S Plus now has a 8 megapixel sensor with f2.2 aperture, and it also gets a dedicated flash. The camera module still sticks out of the back quite a lot. You have a glass housing on the camera, so it won't scratch as easily as the one on the Moto G4 Plus did. Interface of the camera app is mostly similar to the one on the Moto G5 Plus, with the exception of a new mode which allows you to enable the depth effect feature. This mode lets you fix the focus on a particular subject and the remaining background is blurred out. The preview while taking these images doesn't look very impressive, but the actual images turn out really good. These images have a depth enable mark on the top right side. If you go to the editing options, for these images you get depth editor that gives you various options like selective black and white and selecting the focus, and even adjust the amount of blur after you have taken the image. You can even replace the background or foreground from these images with some of the other images that you have on your phone. When used properly, you can get really creative with this. There is the professional mode, which lets you adjust all the settings according to your liking. And now, this mode is also available for the front-facing camera. The only thing that I don't like is the lag between when you press the shutter and when the actual image is captured. This is even longer when you are shooting in lower light. And when you take images with depth mode, it takes at least 3 to 4 seconds to process those images. I really hope that Motorola will take care of this with the future software updates. Now let us take a look at the images and videos from the Moto G5 S Plus and compare a few of them with the images from the Moto G5 Plus. It takes really good images in bright lighting conditions, as you would expect. Colors are vibrant and there is a good amount of detail in the shots that you see here. Now here are images from the Moto G5 Plus and the G5 S Plus side by side. Colors in the images are mostly similar from both the cameras. But if you look closer, there is slightly more detail in the background of the shot that is taken with the Moto G5 S Plus. The G5 S Plus captures skin tones really well even in such bright conditions. Now we have a couple of shots from the Moto G5 S Plus with and without the HDR mode turned on. A lot of the details in the shadows are brought up, and highlights are also preserved to an extent, which makes the overall image usable. Here is a quick focusing speed test with the camera of the G5 S Plus. It still lacks laser assist and only relies on face detection for autofocus. The focusing speed of the new camera is mostly similar to that of the Moto G5 Plus. You can take some really good close-up shots with the background blurred out. Regular G5 S Plus has an even wider f1.7 aperture, so it captures slightly brighter images as we see from these shots. Now in this shot, the regular G5 Plus took longer to focus, so I had to make quite a few attempts to get the perfect focus. Now here are some of the images shot with the depth mode enabled on the G5 S Plus. I was not very sure about the results while taking these shots, but the actual images turned out really good even in low lighting situations. It is definitely not perfect and struggles at times, but because it is a software feature, I think it will definitely improve with future software updates. The G5 S Plus takes good low light images by itself, but the G5 Plus has a small advantage thanks to the wide f1.7 aperture. The S Plus captures detailed shots, but it also captures more noise, while the G5 Plus captures less noise and slightly brighter images. In this shot, we can again see the newer phone capturing a bit detailed and sharper image. With the flash turned on, you can eliminate the noise and take even better images with the G5 S Plus. If I had to choose, I will go with the regular G5 Plus for low light shots. The front-facing 8-megapixel camera takes detailed and good-looking shots, and the front flash also helps a lot. So we definitely have an improvement over the G5 Plus while taking selfies. Coming to the video performance. I still think that the video is a bit sharper and has more contrast for my liking. But the overall video is pleasant to look at. It handles the changes in exposure very well, and the electronic stabilization keeps the video extremely stable. The camera on the Moto G5 Plus really impressed me when it came out, and the G5 S Plus has an equally impressive one with a few added features. It is definitely amongst one of the best camera in under 20,000 rupees. Leaving the depth effect aside, there is not a huge difference between the performance of the G5 Plus and the G5 S Plus. So if you have purchased the G5 Plus in the last few months, you still have a very good camera on your smartphone. But if you are looking to get a new smartphone at around 15,000 rupees, I would suggest you to get the G5 S Plus. Not only for its camera, but also for the other improvements that it offers over the previous G5 Plus. In a few days, I will compare these dual cameras with the ones on the OnePlus 5. And just for fun, if you want me to compare these with the ones on the iPhone 7 Plus, do let me know in the comment section. That is it for this video, guys. Please hit the like button if you enjoyed this video and subscribe to the channel for more quality tech videos like this. You can also check out some of the other videos on this channel. This has been Sagar, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Take care.